The Epitaph. The year 1992, an eventful year in my life. Stepping out to work in an office, a sort of childish dream fulfilled. As a child, I always marveled at my dad going to office. It may sound funny for many, but I always dreamt of working in an office, a 9 to 7 job, and then return home quite satisfied, spending the rest of the evening with my friends. You may call it a typical middle class thinking, but that was me. One evening, I decided to go for a night show movie. Everyone was busy, and so I had to go alone. The movie got over at 11:30 p.m. Finding transport at this hour, and that too in the month of November, was near to impossible. The streets wore a deserted look, and in the airiness, the cold gust of wind added to the suspense. The silence of the place was broken by my footsteps. I cursed myself for buying those pair of leather shoes which made hell of a noise. It was at the bend of Kamak Street that something caught my eye. A beautiful damsel, dressed up in a beautifully embroidered gown, wearing a floral hat, walking down elegantly. Courage mingled with embarrassment engulfed my self persona. Eagerness and curiosity pushed me forward, and not wasting time, I crossed the road and went next to her. My sudden presence, that too, on a lonely night, didn't arouse any type of fear or insecurity in her. She felt amused to my disbelief and let out a cheeky smile. "I'm sorry," was the only words that came out from my mouth. "Why should you be?" was the reply. Her ruby lips, rosy cheeks, and light blue eyes were a spectacle to behold. A familiar aroma was in the air, very familiar. "I am Jezebel." The sudden introduction got an immediate response from my side. "And I am Troy." She then asked me a question that I was about to ask her. "What are you doing here at this part of the night?" I told her that I was returning back home after a movie show. Then, as I asked her the same question, she gave out a hollow laughter that sent down a shiver down my spine. "I usually come out for a cool walk after dinner," was the answer that followed after the laughter. Trying to be polite and protective, I accompanied her. Dead silence followed, with not a word being spoken from either side. There was a group of stray dogs barking continuously, but very strangely stopped suddenly on seeing both of us. It was in front of the Assembly of God Church School that she suddenly stopped and crossed the road in a hurry. I tried to keep up with her, but she disappeared. The next morning, I found myself lying in the Scottish cemetery in front of a grave which read, "Jezebel is my name. I have lost my love and name, but here remain the same."